Hi Cancer, this is Tracy from Northeast Tarot and welcome to your weekly tarot forecast for the week of January 13th through the 19th. This is for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. So Cancer, for this reading, I'm using the Wheel of the Year tarot deck. I'm also pulling you a Vintage Wisdom Oracle card. All right, Cancer, let's see. At the bottom of the deck, I have the Tower. Okay. Trying to think if there was another sign that had the Tower. It might have been Capricorn or Virgo, one of the earth signs. All right, let's see here. So something is happening suddenly for many of you here this week. Don't think the Tower is automatically negative, because it's not. Can represent very sudden energy. Okay, so we have the Tower, we have the Star. Wow, you have some major arcanas here. So we have the Tower, we have the Star, we have Strength, we have Temperance. Wow. So dealing with some pretty powerful energies, Cancer, here this week. This is like healing. So some of you, I mean, something could have ended in your life. Something could have been chaotic. Something could have been difficult with the Tower energy. So there could have been something that left your life. There could have been a loss. But then we have peace. So we have like chaos and peace with the Star. It's a healing energy, especially when you see it with Temperance. So this is that balance coming in, peace, harmony. For some of you, healing after this maybe Tower moment, whatever this Tower was for you. Now we see some of you being incredibly strong, maybe staying optimistic. Maybe some of you Cancers are dealing with a Scorpio, an Aquarius, a Leo, a Sagittarius. But I feel like this is you being patient and having faith and dealing with this Tower energy. And that will be different for all of you. For some of you that I'm reading for, that might even have something to do with a property. A building could be significant. The Tower can be that aha moment. It can also represent a blessing in disguise. So if something has left your life, honestly, it could be a blessing in disguise. Maybe there's something better that's coming in for you. The overall energy for you guys for the week, though, is the Knight of Swords. And you do have a couple of knights here. Both speak about that fast-paced energy, so movement, travel, taking action with the Knight of Swords in this position. And so I could be reading for some Cancers where just watch your temper with this combination. Needing to be strong, maybe needing to temper. It could be anger, that anger, those emotions, needing to calm down with strength. So before taking any sort of action here this week, the Knight of Swords for me can someone who's like he can be someone who's going to war. He's a soldier. He can be someone who's immature, someone who doesn't always stop and think things through. He tends to just act. And so if someone is pushing your buttons, if you are starting to get angry, my advice would be stop. Think about it. As a matter of fact, maybe some of you aren't seeing things clearly because we have the Seven of Cups here. So something could be an illusion, or something might not be how it appears to be on the surface. Some of you Cancers, you're realizing that here this week with the Tower energy. It can be that Tower of illusions coming crashing down. This can speak about forward movement. So some of you are maybe seeing things clearly here this week. Yeah. Some of you are seeing things clearly, and there might be that aha moment, that realization. And because of that, we see you now charging forward, moving forward very quickly here, taking some sort of action. Now, maybe some of you are actually divinely inspired to take some sort of action, because we do have Judgment here, which does talk about letting go of the past, which we've seen the Star, we've seen Temperance, and so some of you are definitely healing, you're rising up. Could be starting all over in a sense for some of you. You could be making that decision here this week to move forward. And you might even be looking at many options. So if you're making an important decision, if you're maybe even moving house, starting all over again in some way, I see you looking at choices. I see you looking at options. My advice to you, Cancer, would be maybe get online, research these options that you're looking at. You really want to dive in deep. You don't want to move forward too quickly here. You want to take your time. You want to dig a little bit deeper, because oftentimes with the Seven of Cups energy, things appear to be a certain way, but if you look a little closer, you'll realize that things aren't exactly how they appear to be. And so for some of you need to do that. Maybe get online, do some research, especially if you're signing something, maybe a legal contract or document is significant for some of you here this week. So before you sign for something or agree to something, you really want to research it. You want to look into it definitely a little bit more. We do have the Lovers card here. So a relationship could be significant for some of you. Judgment can always speak about second chances, letting go of the past. So, if a relationship ended, there could have been a fight even with the Tower energy. I could be reading for some Cancers where you're making up with someone. If you judge someone, you could be letting go of a judgment, letting go of, maybe how you judge someone. We do have the Queen of Pentacles here, so a Taurus, a Virgo, a Capricorn person might be significant. We do have two queens in this spread. We have the Queen of Pentacles with the Queen of Wands. So those of you that date women, you do have two queens here. And maybe you're choosing between lovers. Some of you have many options in love with the Seven of Cups and the Lovers card. So you could be narrowing it down. You could be making an important decision here. Letting go of one of these choices with judgment. Charging forward. There's definitely this very strong energy, Cancer, of letting go of the past and moving forward. For some of you, moving on quite quickly. So I could even be reading for some Cancers, maybe a relationship just ended and we see you moving forward. Maybe getting into a new relationship. I would just be careful if you're getting into a new relationship, because again, we have this energy present. And so someone on the surface might appear to be a certain way, but maybe that's not the case at all. And so you just want to take it slow, but for some of you, that's not what you're doing. Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands. Those of you that are single, I think that you have multiple people interested in you. There could even be some battles taking place around you. If you're a Cancer, if you're not dating multiple people, there's multiple people this week that are interested in you. And there could be a Queen of Pentacles, there could be a Queen of Wands. We do have the Eight of Cups here. Moving on, letting go of the past. especially with Judgment here, letting go of that's no longer serving you, moving on. For some of you, this is emotionally letting go, emotionally moving on. So we do see the 7, the 8, and the 9 here, Cancer, in the spread. So some of you could be letting go of an illusion, letting go of something, and actually moving towards this happiness with the 9 of Cups. Could be a wish. Yeah, when you let go of things that you've outgrown, when you let go of relationships, things, people, whatever that's no longer serving you, the universe does reward you. So for some of you, I feel like you're letting go of the past. You're letting go in a big way here this week, and we see you moving on. For some of you, you're moving towards great happiness. But if you are moving towards maybe a new relationship, if you are narrowing it down, you know, sometimes with these energies, you do have to be careful what you wish for, especially with the Tower and the 9 of Cups. So be careful what you wish for. And again, make sure you're looking a little closer here, because we have that energy, 7 of Cups. Something isn't how it appears to be. Now, some of you will be realizing that here this week, that maybe somebody is quite different than you thought. And we will have an aha moment for some of you Cancers. I could be reading for a few of you with the Knight of Wands, where you're maybe traveling here this week. You could be moving house with the Tower. Maybe you're signing a lease or something like that for some of you here this week. If you are moving house, I think this is very positive for you. You might be very, very happy here in this new location. All right, so there we go, Cancer. Okay, interesting. This resonates so much, Cancer. Perception. So, yeah, with that Tower energy, for many of you, it is going to be that realization, that aha moment. You are going to see things differently. Again, something was an illusion, or something was not how it appeared to be. And so some of you are letting go of that. Some of you are letting go of the past. You now see things differently. And we did see the star there. So needing to see things in a more positive perspective, that's for sure for some of you. Okay, so I hope that this reading has been helpful. If you are not subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe. I do appreciate it. If you're interested in having a private reading, please check out northeasttarot.com. And I will mention that the 2020 yearly forecast, they are over on Vimeo. If you're interested, that link is below. All right, guys, have a great week.